What's up, everybody? John Abraham, Captain Cool here, and welcome back to another episode of Why the Hell Is My House So Cold? It's a house! It's supposed to be warm! But before we get into this video, make sure you guys go down below, like the video, subscribe, and also comment what you want to see on Tough Talks. Now today we're going to be talking about a video game that just came out a little over a week ago. What's the game, you say? Well, it is Overwatch 2.
1 hour later.
What is that?
Now, let's pump our brakes a little bit because Overwatch 2 isn't really a sequel as of right now. It's not the traditional sequel, at least. What they did over at Blizzard was kind of just make an update to the original base Overwatch, add in 3 characters, a few new maps, 1 new game mode that's pretty much centered around a robot slave pushing a block across the map. You know, when you try to think about a lot of these game modes, they're a little strange, aren't they? And the other one, you just have to come to a certain spot and just kind of take it over. Like, what's so popular about that spot, guys? What's so popular about that spot? I thought we were fighting robots. And that's a good segue into the origins of Overwatch, the game that was created back in 2013 under the project Titan. Titan was canceled. They made another project, Overwatch. We got to see some gameplay back in 2015. And then in 2016, Overwatch was released. Jeff Kaplan and the other guys all kind of came together and put together this hero-based shooting team matchup game where you play with the base 21 characters. Now, since 2016, that number has jumped up to 35 in Overwatch 2, including Latino, hacker, old healer, thick-ass robot, and cowboy with a big old robot. Plus others. There's a lot more. I'm not gonna name them all. Now, at the beginning, the game was pretty big success. For me, I always wanted to play it, but I didn't have a new Xbox Live, or even a PC to play the game in the first place. So what I have to do? Well, whenever I went over to my brother-in-law's house after a long day of swimming in chlorine-filled pool that clogged my nose's pores, I got on his big-ass computer and started going at it. Overwatch was pretty cool at the time, very popular. There were a lot of characters I liked the looks of. Shit! Oh, fuck! I hopped on his weird old keyboard and mouse, and I played that game as D.Va all night long, because I wasn't gonna sleep anyway, because my nose, remember, they were clogged. And I just remember having so much fun. It was literally my first PC game. I never played PC games besides maybe like Flash games, and those are vastly different. Flash games give me nightmares, Overwatch gives me boners. But then once I was old enough to buy my own Xbox and everything else, I got that stuff in, and I got Overwatch as well. I still mained D.Va most of the times with like 50-something hours as her, and also I played a lot of Moira and also Brigitte and Reaper, which I hate him. I absolutely hate him. But I was pretty solid on the game and I played it all the time. Competitive was never really my scene, but I did dabble in it every once in a while. But then when I got back on 2 years later and saw that it was season 32, I just thought to myself, I'm glad I didn't keep playing competitive because this stuff looks irrelevant at this point. There's 32 plus seasons? What? That's more than Fortnite, I think. Now, the game garnered a lot of success. It also garnered a lot of fan art, and a lot of pornography fan art. It was all over the place. It was geez. But that's another factor to why Overwatch was so popular. It had the characters to do so with, and that big old Reinhardt, man, you always just kind of have that thought in your mind of how big is he actually? Like how big is he? Like, I'm gonna actually Wikipedia that. Like, okay, turns out Reinhardt is like 300 pounds, which isn't as much as I thought. He's also 61 years old. Man's still kicking it. Even in Overwatch 2, let's go. Now you may be asking, what does Overwatch 2 bring to the table? Well, like I said before, it's not the traditional sequel to a game. It literally just replaced the original Overwatch, which means it's just a big old update. And this made me think, why doesn't Madden do this? I know, I'm getting off topic, but Madden, instead of coming out with a new release every single year, why don't you guys just come out with an update that costs maybe $20, $30. And then just update the game. And then when the game gets too freaking big for itself, then you create another one. Come on, EA, it's the future. There's so many things we can do, and Overwatch 2 just showed you how to do it, okay? Overwatch 2 is free to play, and I've had a lot of fun playing it. It's just like the original. Now, once you first hop on, you'll notice the starting screen's different, but once you actually get into the gameplay, it's not too different. I mean, whenever Mercy's healing you or she's giving you damage buff, it shows a little cool animation, but that's about it, guys. And I also like the addition of whenever you check the stats in-game, it's not just the medals, it's actually just a leaderboard that shows how many kills, how many assists, how many deaths, how many other stuff you have, damage, health, all that stuff, and I like that a lot. Also, some characters from the original roster have updated skins for Overwatch 2, like Diva's white suit and white mech. Lucio's got a cool new design with cool new headphones. Tracer looks a little bit more slick than in 2016 when we thought she looked really slick and she had a big old... But again, the game's still not a traditional sequel as of yet, because PvE is coming to the game, which will show hopefully more lore about the characters in the game going up against the difficulties that they faced as Overwatch heroes or Blackwatch or whatever else is going on in the lore. Speaking of the lore, Overwatch has some hella good lore in the form of their little cinematic trailers that are absolutely spectacular. Once you're done playing 17 games of Overwatch, you've lost 20 of them. What do? You go look at some cinematic trailers, get your ass pumped up, and then get your ass back in the game. And it's so much fun again, and then you lose 20 more games, and then you just quit forever. That is what makes Overwatch special. In Overwatch 2, there's gonna be a lot of me playing you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, thank you. There's a noise. There's a noise over there. Let's say. Mind my dirty room, guys, but there's something over here. Oh, thank God. Oh!